Hello friend, today we are going to discuss about introduction to C programming language. In this point, first we cover the history of the C language. In the previous lecture, we had seen the programming concept, that means algorithm, flow chart, and the programming languages processors, that had seen in the previous lecture. Now see friend, this is the picture of Dennis Ritchie. He is the founder of the C language. The history of C language is interesting to know. Here we are going to discuss the brief history of a C language. The C programming language was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratory of AT&T. AT means American Telephone and Telegraph, located in USA. The Dennis Ritchie is the father of or founder of the C language. The development of the C begins to re-implement the Unix operating system. It is such a powerful language that most of the popular operating systems are completely or partially written in C. Know that the C is a system programming language because the operating system coding is developed in C language. It is mostly used for development of the operating system. I think you know that the operating system, you familiar with the operating system, Windows operating system, DOS operating system, Android operating system. These are the operating system, and mostly for developing those operating system, the C language is used. The kernels, compilers, device drivers, embedded system, RDBMS packages are for development of this. The C language is mostly used. The C is also known as the mother of all programming languages. C is also called as the mother of all programming languages because most of the modern computer programming languages directly or indirectly influence from the C, such as C++ language, Java language, C hash, PHP, Perl and JavaScript. This is here in that programming language there is direct or indirect influence of the C language, so it is called as the mother of the all programming language. It was developed to overcome the problems of previous language such as B, BCPL, etc. Initially, the C language was developed to be used in the Unix operating system. It inherits many features of previous language such as the B language and BCPL language. Let us see the programming languages that were developed before the C. Here first language is the Algol language that is developed in year 1960 and it is developed by the international group. Now next language is the BCPL. This BCPL is the programming language and which is developed in 1967 and it is developed by Martin Richard. Then next one is the B language. It is developed in 1970 and the developer is Ken Thompson. Now next one is the traditional C. It is developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. Then K and RC. This is the again the version of the C language and it is developed in 1978 and it is developed by Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie. Then next one is the ANSI C language. It is developed in the year 1989 and it is developed by ANSI C committee. Then ANSI C ISO C language. It is developed in 1990 and it is also developed by ISO committee. Now next one is the C99 and it is developed in 1999 and it is developed by the standardization committee. These are the versions, the number of versions of C programming language that developed before the C programming language. Now we had seen we are going to see the C has become a very popular for various reasons. Why the C language is used and why it is popular. One of the early programming language, so it is very popular, and still you know that it is used in the various operating system. To developing the various operating system, the C language is used. So still it is the best programming language to learn quickly. C language is reliable, simple and easy to use. C language is a structured language because it has some particular structure. Then modern programming concepts are based on the C, and it can be compiled on the variety of computer platforms. And universities prefer to add the C programming in their courseware. So that's why the popularity of the C language, because of the popularity of the C language, it is simple and easy, and it is the base of the programming language. So that's why purpose we learn the C language, or the university preferred to add the C programming concept or C programming syllabus in their courseware. Now friend, the next point is the features of the C language. See this diagram. These are the features of the C language. The C language is a faster. C language is used in memory management. C language is simple. C is portable. C is a middle level language. C is a structured programming language. C contains the rich library of various functions. C is a extensible programming language. In the C, we use the concept of recursion and pointer. This is the features of the C language. Now we C is widely used language, and it provides number of features. These features are like that. I already read. Now we go through one by one feature. First one is the simple. C is a simple language. C is a simple language in sense that it provides the structured approach to break the problem into parts, the rich set of library functions and data type, etc. Then second is the C is a machine independent, or we say that the C is a portable language. Unlike the assembly language, C program can executed on different machines with some machine specific changes. Therefore, C is a machine independent language. Machine independent means when we write a C program in one machine, then we easily transfer that program into the another machine, and it will be run on that another machine. So C is a machine independent. Third feature is the C is a middle level programming language. Although the C is intended to do the low level programming, it is used to develop the system applications such as the kernel, drivers, etc. So it is support the feature of the high level language also. So that's why purpose it is known as the mid level language. Then next feature is the structured programming language. C is a structured programming language in the sense that we can break the program into the part using functions, so it is easy to understand and modify. The functions also provide the code reusability. The next feature is the rich library. C provide a lot of inbuilt functions that make the development fast. That means C has a lot of standard functions that make the development fast. Next feature is the memory management. It supports the feature of dynamic memory allocation. In the C language, we can free the allocated memory at any time by calling the free functions. Then next one is the speed. The compilation and execution time of the C language is fast, since there are lesser inbuilt functions and hence lesser overhead. C language is fast. The compilation and execution time of the C language is fast. Then next one is the pointer. C provides the feature of pointers. We can directly interact with the memory by using the pointer. The pointer is a variable that stores the address of the another variable. So we can use the pointer for memory, structure, functions and array, etc. Next concept is the recursion. In the C language, we can call the function within a function. So it provides the code reusability for every functions. The function call itself is called as the recursion. The recursion enables us the approach of backtracking. And last feature is the C language is extensible. The C is extensible because it can easily adopt the new feature. So next one is the advantages of the C language. What are the advantages of the C language? The C is a building block of many other programming language. We are already discussed C is a mother of the other programming language. The program written in the C are highly portable. You know that the why it is portable, because it is machine independent. That means when we write the program of one program in the one machine and we can transfer the program in the another machine, then it will be run also. So that it is portable. Then several standard functions are there that can be used to develop the program. That means the C language, in the C language there are lots of built-in function, inbuilt functions are there, so that are used to develop the programming. Then C program are collection of C library functions, and it's also easy to add the function to the library. Now the modular structure make the code debugging, maintenance and testing easier. Now friend, next point, an important point in the C language, the compilation process in the C. How the compilation process will be in the C. What is the compilation? The compilation is the process of converting the source code into the object code. In the first lecture we are seeing the what is the compiler. Compiler is a translator that convert the source code into the machine readable form. So the compilation is the process of converting the source code into the object code. It is done with the help of the compiler. The compiler checks the source code for the syntactical and structural errors, and if the source code is error free, then it generates the object code. Now the compilation, how the compilation process in the C. The C compilation process convert the source code taken as an input into the object code or a machine code. The compilation process can be divided into the 4 steps: pre-processing, compiling, assembling and linking. These are the 4 steps where in that the compilation process will be done. The preprocessor taken the source code as an input and it remove all the comments from the source code. The preprocessor take the preprocessor directive and interprets it. For example, if stdio.h, the directive is available in the program, then the preprocessor interpret the directive and replace this directive with the contained stdio.h file. The following are the phases through which our program passes before being transferred into the executable form: preprocessor, compiler, assembler, linker. The compilation process in C is preprocessor. The source code is the code which is written in the text editor, and source code file given an extension .c. That means you can already save your program with .c extension. This source code is first passed to the preprocessor, and then preprocessor expand this code. After expanding this code, the expanded code is passed to the compiler. Now what is the working of the compiler? The code which is expanded by the preprocessor is passed to the compiler. The compiler convert this code into the assembly code, that means machine readable code, or we can say that the C compiler convert the preprocessed code into the assembly code. Now next page is the assembler. The assembly code is converted into the object code by using the assembler. The name of the object file generated by the assembler is same as the source file. The extension of the object file in a DOS is .obj, and in Unix the extension is O. If the name of the source file is hello.c, then the name of the object file would be hello.obj. Then next page is the linker phase. Mainly all the programs written in the C use the library functions. See, these library functions are pre-compiled, and object code of this library files is stored with the .lib or .a extension. So the main working of the linker is to combine the object code of library file with the object code of our program. Suppose friend, when we add some library library functions or library file, then for linking purpose linker is used. Sometimes the situation arises when our program refer to the function defined in other file, then the linker play a very important role in this. It links the object code of this file to our program. So therefore we conclude that the job of the linker is to link the object code of our program with the object code of the library files and other files. The output of the linker is the executable file, and the name of the executable file is same as the name of the program. For example, if we are using printf function in the program, then the linker add its associated code in an output. Let's understand through an example. Suppose there is the hello.c program. Here we include the header file, then main function, and opening curly brace. There are number of statements. Now we will create the flow of diagram of the above program. The compilation process in C. So what is the compilation? The compilation is process of converting the source code into the object code, and it is done with the help of the compiler. The compiler check the source code for syntactical and structure error, and if the source code is error free, then generate the object code. This code will be generated. So these are the here this is the source code, and it will here it will be passed to the preprocessor. Then the extended code will be generated. This extended code will be passed to the compiler, and compiler will convert and translate it into the assembly code. Assembly code is also passed to the assembler, and it will be generated the object code, and object code is passed to the linker. Here linker link various libraries and various other object file linked to that object code, and executable code will be generated. And these are the preprocessor. So friend, suppose we write the program, C program hello.c. Now this will be passed to the preprocessor. Then the extended source code will be generated hello.i. Then here it will be passed to the compiler, and it generate the assembly code, and assembler translate this code into the object code, and it will be converted hello.obj. Then it will be passed to the linker. Linker is used executable. Linker is converted into the executable code, and it will be look like hello.exe. Then it will be passed to loader and execution. So this is the flow of the execution of the C program, and how to compile the C programming code. In the next session we are going to start the C programming, the C programming concept. If you have any query, then told me. Thank you friend.